Speaking of chopped cheese,
I'm interested.
Oh my goodness.
Where's this going?
yo, this is your topic, yo. You wanted to talk about this.
What?
Did I?
Yeah, you
Chopped
did.
cheeses? They got chopped cheese in Jersey?
No, Wale, he chopped the broccoli fest and said,
Say
I'm
off,
off that.
please.
Look how
You're
you
like
segued
0 for
that.
3 with transitions
Oh,
today. Like,
for 3.
I'm mid today.
You
Look
are
what y'all
fucking
doing. Look what y'all
mid.
doing. Yo, look what y'all doing. Look what y'all hold on to it.
What?
Yo, that's crazy.
he said, speaking of chopped.
If you need some za, just
He's
say
like, yo, I'm gonna kill him with this trans. Wale chopped the broccoli.
chop the broccoli.
Then he said,
chop the broccoli. Ah, ha, ha. Then the nigga said, ah, ha, ha.
He looked around for our reaction.
But I didn't do that.
you did a little bit.
I did that shit.
That's what in my head, in the metaverse. Yeah. You did it in the metaverse.
Oh, y'all want to talk about Wale, so talk about Wale, goddammit.
I don't know if you know what you're talking about, so put me on
Rocky
game.
City, a very cool festival in the DMV area, announced their lineup with their, the flyer and all that. You know, with the fonts on the flyers.
Very important.
Always a big thing.
Which ones are big, which ones are small.
Yes.
And then he was on the second row. Sorry, I'm just pulling up the flyer so I could see who was above him.
Sure.
It was like 21 Savage, Ari Lennox, and one other act. I'm sorry, I couldn't remember. And then he was on the second row. And then he quote tweeted that tweet and he was like, yo, I'm dropping out of this festival. And people automatically had different reactions. And I'm glad like Dev is here because, he's been there where, he's booked for certain shows. So you know how it feels.
Right.
And people were just kind of assuming like, oh, he's being emotional about it. Like, you're not the only headliner worthy of the DMV. And then there was the other side of it where like, yo, he's really a hometown hero. Like, and this is a festival that is in his hometown and they aren't giving him his flowers. There's two sides to it. So what do you guys think about that interaction? Also, I just want to say that like people could say we don't know what happened behind closed doors. We don't know why he's saying this. Like, was it that he didn't want to do the festival? Was it that he just wanted to be a headliner? Was it that he didn't care? He just doesn't want to do it? Like, what's his mental state? So there was a lot of people assuming, but I think there's a very interesting conversation because we can also go into like how people feel about Wale as a whole, his reputation, all of that.
That was a great open. So it's not. It's pretty much proven or said that it was the font thing that caused it.
That's what people assume.
We're
just assuming
knowing
on that one.
Wale,
That's why
knowing his pedigree, knowing how hard he goes for a city. I think we can assume that he probably felt slighted.
And he recently tweeted 10 hours ago, it was failure in communication.
Oh, okay.
But yeah.
So it's good.
I still like what we're talking about.
Yeah, I want to talk about it because I think it's a larger conversation to have.
It's way larger conversation.
But he's good. Is he saying it's back on? Is he saying
But
he's good?
I think he's just saying that for hearsay. Just for, I don't want people to start to condemn me again or make me feel like I'm in my feelings again.
Because he's been accused of that a lot in his
so
career.
He has done
make it seem like it was a
one thing he's
general
gonna do is lash out and speak his mind and do it on Twitter. That's one thing Wale has done for the past decade.
He's done that for a long time. And it's kind of it's normal. Like for as far as what I've seen from him, like whenever I've seen like
and then it affects the way you hear his music.
People always say that, and I'm not saying this. I'm not judging him for that. I'm just saying that like whenever I hear news like Wale said blah blah blah, I'm like okay, that's of it. Like that's way I've seen him do that plenty of times. So I don't. Yeah.
So I guess my question would be, I think I got two questions. The first one is for you, Devon Terrell, the artist on our podcast.
Okay.
If you were on a festival and let's say it was in Brooklyn, right?
Okay.
And it was, hey, we're doing independent acts. We're not doing anybody who's signed to a record label. We ain't fucking with y'all niggas. This is an independent act. We're gonna do a 2-day festival. We got Devon Terrell and a list of other independent acts.
Okay.
Would that matter to you per se?
Here's my thing. And this is what I always, when it comes to that type of thing, because I've been through the ringer of New York City showcases back in the day where you're the first performer. And my whole goal has always been, if you put me in the front of that lineup, I'm going to fuck this whole shit up. And any nigga that got to follow me, I'm going to make sure I make your fucking life hard. And that's where I go. I never get mad at the promoter. I never yell or lash out and stuff like that. I say, I'm going to perform my ass off and let it be known next time I deserve to be in such and such a spot. That's just me. I've been through that. You know what I mean? Like a nigga put me second. I'm like, all right, cool. And there's 12 acts. I'm going to smash this. And then after they perform it, I go right in the crowd. How you doing? Boom. Networking and figuring shit out, and everybody's still on your performance because you smashed it, and they remember that early performance. So for me, that's my medicine for that kind of situation. I can't say it because you know me, bro. I'm not that kind of artist where it's like, I don't take things personal like that.
I get that.
So I think it's hard for me to answer that, but that's what I would do. That's my personal take as far as how I would do it.
I think when it comes to Wale, and y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, we got a bunch of music people in the studio, so if I'm like tweaking, just let me know. Wale is probably the best, if not one of the best artists to come out of the DC area.
And he
For sure.
does nothing but
hip-hop,
rap.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't think that.
Absolutely.
I think he is at the top of that class, the top of that list.
Yeah.
He's second to none, in my opinion, personally.
Yeah.
So for that city to get a festival and for him to be performing there, I think it should show some kind of appreciation for what he's done just for that city. Like, I'm sure he's been on
think that is
a
important,
bunch
man.
of other festivals, and maybe he hasn't made a big deal about it in the past because he just accepts what is, right?
Word.
It comes with politics, it comes with marketing, it comes with image, it comes with a lot of things we can and can't control. But I think it also goes into another conversation that Alex mentioned at the top of the episode, which was Brian Flores in the NFL. Just the politics of music, entertainment, sports, big money. And with Wale, I think his name should have been plastered. Like, I had to actually look for his name on that flyer, knowing it was in DC. And I'm not mad at him for this one. Like, I understand it. Maybe because I operate on an emotional, impulsive kind of frequency at times. And so I can see where he's coming from. But yeah, shout out to Wale. Pull out of that shit. Fuck them niggas.
I feel like
my first reaction was like, I feel you, Wale.
I feel like I appreciate when people are passionate.
Do you?
I really do.
I'm glad you do.
That's
why we got along so long.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because you know me, but I love.
Yeah, I appreciate.
You know how I am with the people.
But
I'm
I
close
also
with.
like people that have emotional intelligence.
Yeah,
To boot with it.
absolutely, Dev. But let's stay there because the reason why I like passionate people, bro, is that it's unfiltered and it's real.
Yeah.
And I feel like we've gotten so far away from that that when people just show how they actually feel about something, so actual proper change can come from it, that we run from it because it's easy to just be like, oh, that nigga tripping.
Or he's being quote unquote emotional.
Oh, he bugging. When it's like, yo, bro, is people. Wale comes from that class of Drake, J. Cole, Kendrick. He's no longer in that one, though. We don't put him with that, right? Do you know how much of a chip is on his shoulder? Let me tell you something right now between the four of us in this room. If I was Wale, I wouldn't make music anymore. Because he still puts his whole mind, body, soul, heart
he gives it all
into every single verse, every single song, every single feature.
Right.
Like, the rest of these dudes, they letting time pass them. They're casually getting through music. Okay, pay for play, washing hands. This is one of the last people left that really do it for the bare reason of music and passion.
I believe that.
And the fact that I gotta tell you, DC, to put me as number one when y'all know how I rock. I've been to a Wale concert before. I know how he give it up.
Right.
DC know how he give it up.
Right.
You get what I'm saying, bro? So kind of to say Vaughn's point of yours, you're right. There should be some amount of emotional intelligence, but I want to give Wale some credit, bro. I feel like he's trying to add some
I
over
wasn't
the
saying
years.
in regards to Wale's
Sure.
situation. I'm just saying in general, like just because some people are passionate about something and it makes them ignorant. Like you ever meet those people that's like, bro, this is how my stuff about to sound, blah blah, and I'm like, yo, fam, listen to me, bro. I'm telling you, this is how it's supposed to sound, blah blah, and they don't listen. That's why I say you got to have a little bit of emotional intelligence linked with that passion because you could just be going down the foolish, the route of you just not listening.
I don't think he did that.
No.
I want to give him his credit for because honestly, as somebody who is emotional, somebody who is impulsive, for him to just say I'm pulling out and then leave it at that, I think that's kind of honorable. Knowing his history at least, you know, like everybody probably wouldn't operate that way when it comes to business, but just knowing how he likes to normally handle things, for him to be like, yo, I'm off this. Like I feel slighted, I feel disrespected. I'm good. Going to piggyback on your point, Alex, I think there's another artist who, and I think this would be a really dope conversation. I didn't even write this down, but I've been thinking about it in the shower.
That's where the best thoughts come out.
No, for real. Like,
I sit there. You ever sit there? I fold my arms and I lay on the side of the shower.
I listen to my beats.
I've been there.
For real.
I have my shit in the shower too.
Beats in the shower, and I just listen to whatever.
I about face and just stand.
You about face and stand there?
I just about face in the shower and just.
What does that mean?
So when the shower head hitting you in the front,
he just turn around.
I just turn around.
He get hit in the back
and just go to lean on the side of the little towel and just.
So you just let it drip down your back.
You see yourself, right?
Hey, yo.
You see yourself, right?
All right.
You see yourself, right?
No, I just learned something about you. I didn't know that about you.
I didn't know that's how you
not to shower the whole time. I'm just saying when I got the speaker in there listening to music, thinking about thoughts. Fuck out of here. I'm over here trying to help your thoughts. I'm over here trying to make you feel comfortable.
was enhancing.
I didn't know. No,
I'm trying to make you feel comfortable about your
we were trying to break that down.
About face, I didn't know.
Yeah,
you
about
face. The last 5 minutes of the shower.
Nah, I let her hit my bald head. I like to let it run down my face.
I soap up. First of all, they say men don't wash a lot of parts of their bodies in the shower.
Y'all don't wash your back. You should about
men
face.
don't wash their backs. Yeah. I wash every crevice of my body. I wash my back because it's a special way you gotta wash your back. If you ain't got no back,
you be washing.
I be washing.
You gotta wash.
You take your. Oh yeah, I got 3 washcloths. First off,
okay.
So I take my washcloth. I wipe the back, the lower back. Then you gotta get up here because there's no way you could get. Like to the fucking, there's no way you could do it. So I wipe down here and then I get up here and then I'm Gucci.
Okay, I'm glad. All right,
watching one-on-one with
them on. I'm saying,
fuck out of here. I about face before I leave the shower.
About face in the shower. Make
not the whole time.
Which is strange. Whatever. Use a washcloth for your ass separately from your face and your body. That's important.
You gotta get a loofah for your ass.
Whoa, I don't do the loofah for the ass.
Nah, you gotta get the loofah for the ass.
Wow.
It get all the shit out.
No, that's worse.
I think that's worse
because loofahs trap bacteria.
Yes. So I use a washcloth for my ass because the loofah holds a lot of bacteria. That's very true.
I just got this.
That's why you backed up.
What the?
That's why you backed
up. I
up.
thought I was doing it right.
Nah,
it's not always that. As long as you replace your loofah like a lot, then you're good.
He don't replace his loofah a lot.
I can tell. I'm trying to save this.
I got you.
Well, nigga hit you with the
I do that. No, you sure?
Yeah, y'all niggas because anyway, I was thinking about J. Cole in the shower because I was listening to that new song with J. Cole and Benny the Butcher. It came on my So
I didn't hear it yet, but I know about it.
It was a dope song.
Yeah,
it was a dope song.
good.
And Alex said that in that class of artists, the Drakes, the Wales, the fucking Kendricks, J. Cole, Meek Mill, we know that class, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
In that class, he said Wale is like the only person who really puts his all into music.
Okay.
And I want to give credit to J. Cole.
I do.
And I also want to revisit a conversation that we always have every few years, every few moons. We come here and we rank who's the best, Jay-Z, Biggie, or Nas. Well, our version is J. Cole, Drake, and Kendrick.
This generation.
Yeah, that's our version of that conversation. And I think, in addition to giving like Wale his flowers, I think J. Cole should definitely have his flowers, his output.
Yeah.
Because he's been super consistent.
Yeah. And good.
And
I mean, we do give J. Cole his flowers.
we do, but
I feel like he.
Yeah.
In terms of output here,
we do
as opposed to his peers.
But I think there's another level that like we allow J. Cole to hit a ceiling. And now y'all know I'm not a music guy, I'm consumer man.
Okay.
So if I'm wrong, y'all can let me know.
Consumer man.
I put my
title
tape on real
unlocked.
quick. I'm a consumer. God damn it.
Yeah.
But I think, it always used to be Drake, Kendrick, and then Cole by
Yeah.
default, right? That was
Sure.
just the default thing.
Yeah.
Sure.
And I want to be the first or one of the first to change that. Like, you got to bring Kendrick down a little bit, in my opinion. In my opinion, just due to the sheer output and quality that J. Cole has produced over the last 3-4 yeyears.
Okay. Can I say my opinion?
Yeah.
My opinion is I think we can't do that, and the reason why I think
He's like, no, ready? He eased into mad stuff. Like, can I go? No.
nigga, no.
Yo, I just feel like
It's the way he say shit.
It's
the way he say shit. Actually,
I love when Dev goes, can I say something? Can I say something? Can I say something?
calculations,
I love when
Nigga is out of control.
Actually,
I think we can't do that with Kendrick because although he doesn't have the music output like Cole and like everybody else, there is something very special that Kendrick has given us in the way he rolls out his music, where it's like, I don't work this way and I respect it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, this is his way. I think I've heard that he takes a while to write his verses and it takes him time. So I respect his craft so much that I'm willing to say he has shown up many times in the past.
Too, Dev, it's kind of hard to define rappers like that, if they're active or not. Like, it's really hard to define who's active now, right? Because if you take 2-3 years off from rap,
It's been.
I guess you can still rap.
Yes.
Of course you can still rap. We're talking about Kendrick. That's no.
Yes.
It's just weird for a consumer,
right?
Because again, we getting new albums every Friday.
That's why I don't rush anybody. Whenever we're like, oh, where's the new album? I'm never gonna say that because I'm like, yo, like, you don't know what they're going through right now.
Think about
so
how
why are you
frustrated-
demanding music from them?
Think about how frustrated Wale has to be.
Oh my
Okay,
As
I'm
somebody
sure.
who has been dropping
giving consistently,
and
he has range. That
music.
Shine album was like inspired by like Afrobeat. Like he has so much range.
He does concept
albums don't be selling, and he still has a reason to cook up beautiful concepts in each project.
Yeah,
so imagine his frustration where he's not even being mentioned. Like I'm not. You know what I'm saying?
No,
he's not even being mentioned in that conversation. Like
I think someone honestly,
it's a fucked up world. Politics and marketing and oh my, it's draining.